welcome back. We thought Hydra Sorc was strong last season. Well, in season 10, it's all about lightning and then a little bit more lightning. I got two ball of lightning variants for you that are absolutely blasting. One with overpower, one with moving, booming, zooming. And on top, there are also the charged bolts. The longer they travel, the more damage they deal. Let me present you all three things and talk about why Mana Shield might be a little bit broken. Mana Shield is the new chaotic power that says you have 99 reduced maximum life, that would be me at 70 life, and we have 400% increased maximum mana, and each point of intelligence increases my maximum mana even further, putting me here at 11,000 mana. And, well, I take damage from mana before I take damage from life. The funny part, if you play so much maximum life is 300 billion damage, that we can use our Ball of Lightning together with one of the Ball of Lightning uniques and the Banish Lord's Talisman to make each Ball of Lightning cast cost 213 mana. That means that almost every single Ball of Lightning is an overpower. At this point, every second Ball of Lightning is a guaranteed overpower, and I'm critical striking here left, right, and center. So you notice I'm pretty much able to just zoom boom around and throw these super Ball of Lightnings at everyone for hundreds of billions of damage. While I'm also absolutely undying, I can just walk in AFK into these opponents and they won't do a single point of damage to me because of the Mana Shield. Absolutely a rad way of playing. Now, the only caveat of this is, compared to the other Ball of Lightning build I'm going to show you, that I have to stand still while casting the Ball of Lightnings. Now, that being said, I'm actually throwing them forward, so it's kind of okay. I can even stand on the other side of the room and then they're just like throw the billions in there, right? How are we making this work? You need the Strike of the Stormhorn, which says Ball of Lightning splashes on impact, dealing 300% of its total damage instantly. And your chance for Ball of Lightning projectiles to cast twice is converted into Super Ball of Lightning, which makes them do another 125% increased damage. What we're going to do now is we're going to increase the mana cost of the Ball of Lightning with a Crown of Lucian and their damage by another 90%, which then has us get with a Banish Lord's Talisman every single second Ball of Lightning and overpower. And in order for our Ball of Lightning to do so much damage, we're slapping in tons of ranks. Core skills from the Banish Lord's Talisman, core skills from the Air of Perdition, and also core skills from the Ring of Starless Skies. If I wouldn't play the Ring of Starless Skies, by the way, the Crown of Lucian would actually give me an overpower on every single cast. In order to have your Ball of Lightning to have such a high mana cost, you need to play advanced techniques. It says your base core skill ranks increase their mana cost by 10% and further increase their damage by 20. We have 21 ranks on it. This brings our cost up from 50 all the way to 155, but also provides a bunch of bonus damage. Together then with Power Siphon, that gives us another 100% bonus damage, but it reduces our current resource. Well, we have 10,000, 11,000 resource, so we don't care about that reduction. And lastly, our conjurations are also empowered to do even more things, but they drain 5 mana. Again, we have 11,000 mana. What you want to have is a lot of chance for Ball of Lightning projectiles to cast twice, so we always get these Super Ball of Lightnings. That's why we temper this also on our one-handed sword and try to masterwork it 3 times. If I also masterwork it a couple of times over here, we're sitting at always Super Ball of Lightning. And since the Banish Lord's Talisman is not our amulet, we can actually play the aspect that gives us another 75% damage if we have no defensive skill in our skill bar. Haha. The good thing is, you could actually play this build without a single of these chaotic uniques. Sure, we would lose damage from the Air of Perdition and the core skills, but it would already work. Just with chaotic uniques, vastly better. What about our other Ball of Lightning sword that you saw in the intro that's super zoom in? By the way, before you despair, there are planners in the description below that include all the in-depth Paragon boards, tempers, everything, so you can try this out on the PDR as well. This one is my favorite to play in Infernal Hordes. I get tons of movement speed, just spam my Ball of Lightning by holding down left mouse button on walk, right mouse button because I can cast while I'm moving, and then I just waltz through everything, pull it together because of the gravitational aspect, and yes, if you're actually playing this into the pit, You pull every single mob into you, and then you pull every single mob alongside with you, while you're just simply zooming over the field, destroying it all. Might it be the pit, might it be Infernal Hordes, might it be Hell Tides, whatever piece of content. This can be played one-handed, and then if you want to, every now and then you can use a teleport, or you can activate your unstable currents and or lightning spear, but you don't actually have to, because we simply have all these skills in for all the lightning skill ranks, because we're playing a ball of lightning crackling energy shotgun build. This function with the other ball of lightning unique, the Alkin's Catalyst. Casting a ball of lightning instead creates a separate static field around you that damages all enemies within for 250% of ball of lightning's damage per active ball. And we have 20 balls around us. We are always unhindered, and ball of lightning can be cast while moving. On top of this, we're adding Asador's overflowing cameo that gives our crackling energy 10% more damage for every level in shock skills we have equipped. And our levels are 15, 15, 30, with another 5, 35, with another 5, 40, with another 5, 45, and then another 21, 66 levels. Without this being a greater affix to core skills, without this being triple masterwork, there are quite some more ranks to put into this. That is 660% more damage to our crackling lightning that can then shotgun out of us as soon as we reach full crackling energy. On top, we get Lochran's Talisman, and that one is actually insane because my skills gain bonus critical strike chance per point of primary resource you have when cast. 12,000. Good. And then that goes up to 48% bonus crit chance, and each point of primary resource above 100 grants skills 0.2% critical strike damage bonus instead, up to 500 resource. 400 resource over 100 times 0.2 is an easy 80% multiplier on top to all my critical strike damage. We're again rocking that mana shield together with the power siphon and also the advanced techniques and the mana infused conjurations. These are just the quad stacks to go for. And as you notice with the mana shield, you're just simply undying. I could see them tempering this down a bit, but on the other hand, just let it rip. Undying Sorc, who cares? Let's just have some fun with the Sorc at this point. The Druid is also very strong with Overabundance. These are chaotic perks for the chaotic season. Let it rip. One thing to not forget is your gravitational aspect. After creating one ball of lightning, your next ball of lightning implodes, pulling in surrounding enemies. If you use this in the pit, it looks following. We're just zooming through while pulling all of them together and alongside of us. And we might be creating so much that we're lagging the server here a little bit. But hey, that's just working as intended, right? So you pretty much make ball of lightnings, do ball of lightnings, pull in everyone, you know, just get them all together in massive balls and then just get them absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I guess like that the server is lagging because of everything we're doing might not be in the intention of the creator, but don't tell Blizzard, I guess. Lastly, we get something for our crackling energy lovers that would like to play Charged Bolt. In this build, we are pretty much holding down our right mouse button for the Charged Bolt and absolutely have those Charged Bolts just eat up our opponents, while we are also undying. The damage comes from the Charged Bolt and the crackling energy, because the crackling energy also in this build has all these lightning skills in the bar, fills up to maximum, and then gets shotgun out of you, overwhelming your enemies. That works really good against bosses, as well you actually do not have a problem to get that charged crackling energy all the way up. It's one of my more favorite builds, but as the other ball of lightning build, it suffers from the problem of having to stand still while casting, whereas the Oaken's Catalyst one just really zooms in a circle and everyone dies around you. For farming, I would definitely be looking at the Oaken's Catalyst one. From a functionality perspective, I really like this one though, because I like the charged bolts and how technically if you're standing really far away from your opponent, it's better because the further the charged bolts travel, the longer they're alive, the more damage they deal. Since we're playing the stuff of Lem Eason, not as our staff, we played as our boots. Charged bolts attempt to seek enemies, last longer, and deal 48% increased damage for every second the bolt is alive. I would probably slash this to every 0.5 second the bolt is alive to make this build even more viable. Then we can actually play a normal two-handed weapon that has the charged flash, where our charged bolts are now shooting outwards the crackling energy wave and do another 280% bonus damage with double damage from lightning spear and more shock critical strike. We're also playing the Galvanic Azurite, the ring that we would usually have as our pants for the 72% lightning damage, and the Azador's Overflowing cameo again as our gloves. And here we got core skill ranks and core skill ranks to boost it further up. So get as many core skill rank things as possible, and we get a lot of charged bolt ranks, especially if you have the greater affix on the staff of Lam Eason on the charged bolts. They can go up to 10, 12 ranks almost. Yeah, it's crazy. And this doesn't even take into account the Hydra Sorc, also going absolutely bonkers already. What kind of Sorc did you like the most? The fast zooming one, like me? Or is your type rather the Druid? Check this one out as well. Enjoy, have a good time.